See if you can see what's going on out there. So I'm traveling back to California right now from Arizona, and this is a little bit different video than normal videos. And if there's background noise and stuff, I do apologize. I got my AC on because it just went from a beautiful 70 degrees all the way up to 86, and I'm pretty sure it's going to get up to 90 plus by the time I get back into California. To kind of start off, again, this video is a little bit different. What I'm doing right now is, as I'm doing my drive, there's a lot in this world I don't think we understand. And there was actually a very good video posted by a YouTube channel called Unveiled. It's the strange theory that the strange theory that mountains are trees. It's a controversial topic. It's a theory. I guess they base their hypothesis or whatever. I'm sorry, I'm trying to use big words and I don't really know them that well, but the bottom line is, long time ago, so I guess the world's been around for 4.5 billion years, like a long time. So when we talk about these things, we kind of, like, the world's been through a lot during that time. And I mean, obviously civilization has grown and stuff, but there is so much to our history we don't even know. Like, there's so much about this world that even science is yet to explain. We get theories, a bunch of theories. I mean, I think it's case in point now, whether you're religious or not, there are these fossils in the ground that we refer to as dinosaurs, and we believe to be whatever billion years ago, or millions of years ago, a giant asteroid hit the Earth and wiped them all out. And there's a crater and everything. There's stuff backing it. I mean, there's asteroids flying by the Earth all the time. Apparently there was one in 2021 SG that they didn't even see until after it already passed, and it could have hit us and we would have been blindsided, because I guess the direction it was coming from the sun, we just didn't know. But there's all these things that are tracked and everything else, and trajectory paths, so they know about them, but there's still those one-offs. But going along, I guess way back in the day, way long time ago, the world was a lot greener than it was today. And the very big theory and between flat earthers and everything else was that mountains are trees. And I'm not a scientist, but I'm gonna tell you right now, there's no scientist or scientific study or anything to base any of this being true. It's one of those, use your imagination. I like to think that'd be kind of really cool if it was real. I mean, but there's gonna be some video I'm gonna show you, and it's video I'm taking coming back from Arizona to California, and it makes a lot of sense, when I look at these mountains, the formations. There's some mountains, even as I'm driving right now, I'm looking at them. And if you look at old trees that have died off, and I'm talking about trees now, when we cut them, or when they're blown down or knocked over, and just the way they're formed, the mountains form the same way. And the way the ground rips up. You ever seen a tree with its roots kind of poking out of the ground, and it'd be several feet from the tree, and it will just be kind of doing a little hill over it. If you really think about it, I mean, it's not a far-fetched idea that really exists. So, is there any history behind this? No. I mean, is there any scientific proof behind this? No. Why? We're talking rock, but we're talking bark, but it's you gotta open your imagination. And the bottom line is, I think nowadays everything, we're being told what to say and what to do. We have to follow the rules. Everything's electronics. Everything's we're basically, I don't know, it's not controlled, but they're just, our imagination's not allowed to go anymore without being judged. We're not allowed to open our minds and think, unless you're already in science and it has something to do with discovery beyond our Earth. But it seems like anything that you have to ever say about Earth, it's just, it's wrong. Well, no. Science proves this. Science proves that. Science. And then every year, what happens? Oh, there's new science backing it. So, just case in point. UFOs don't exist. Nah, they don't exist. Nah, there's no objects. There's no objects in the sky. And guess what? Here we are. We're just regularly throwing it out now. Oh, yeah, we knew about them for years. Here's some classified information and documents. We don't know what the heck they are, but they're out there. Okay. Case in point. Also, there's these big old streaks in the sky. One of the videos, you'll see it. And they're like, nah, there's not chemtrails. Nah, we're not doing that stuff. Nah, it's not real. And all of a sudden, they come and release the information not too long back. Yeah, we've been doing this stuff for years. Well, what is right and what is wrong anymore? We don't know. So, this video is about trees, ancient trees. And I highly recommend at least watch the video because they got the editing team and everything else to back them on it. But it's called The Strange Theory That Mountains Are Trees. It's a YouTube channel, Unveiled. There's tons of other channels too. And I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I'm bored and I'm driving for like 7 hours. So just figured I'd just throw it out there and just kind of talk about it a little bit. But let's start with probably one of the most that's like undeniable and unexplained, and yes, science cannot explain it. I don't care what they say, it's not explainable, and that's the Devil's Tower. Look up the Devil's Tower. It's in Wyoming. It's a mountain that's nothing else is out around it, and it goes all the way up, huge, and then it's flat. Like somebody cut this thing down. It looks like a dang tree that's been petrified, that's turned into rock. Like, it's insane. But like, if there are these trees that are so strong, obviously the bigger the trees, the stronger the roots. They can eventually become petrified with elements and churn into something else. We churn chemistry all the time. You could take a piece of steel wool and then put it in like a flame resistant bowl and burn it, and the weight will actually increase as it burns because the molecules are changing. There's science to everything. I just think because I don't know, it's just, there's certain things I feel like we're not allowed to open our imagination to, and I like to think there's more out there than what we're being told. So take it with a grain of salt and however you want to, but as I look, it's a very beautiful country. I love exploring. I love going out there trying to find the hidden treasures of old and everything else. But yeah, watch some of these videos. You'll see, like there's they look like literally like trees, and some of the videos that I shoot, I want you to really pay attention to them. Look at how far spaced out they are. And you know, we talk about tectonic plates opening up. They start growing and like, you know, they move upwards to Earth and everything else like that. But as it's doing that, what I want you to see is, as we talk about this, wouldn't there be a wider terrain that's getting pushed up? Not just this one little nook that, you know, just goes up. And there's some videos that I'm showing you where there's nothing around it, nothing, and it just goes up. Like, and then some of them are like, just open your eyes, use your imagination when you're looking at them. It's a lot of beautiful country, but like, especially when you go, you can see like it's different. And it's just like the Grand Canyon. Like, it's a giant trench that just goes down. And you're like, how did this thing form? Well, there's a great flood. Well, then why is it just in that part? Did it just, the earth rip open? And then we start talking. So these trees, let's step back. Let's go back to the trees. How big they are. So apparently they went miles into the sky. Miles. What took them down? Was it a great fire? A flood? Was there an ancient civilization that happened to start cutting these things down? Don't know. But then again, if you look back in history, it's also like there's people that talk about the Nimhams or whatever. Like, even in the Bible they talk about them. And there's these giants. They say they found, you know, giant fossil bones and stuff like that. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But there's been places where it's like, you could see, like, there's this one, It's like an alligator in the mountain. It's like this big creature, and it's like it's in the shape of a crocodile, alligator, I don't know, but you could tell it's like that's what it is. Like, and I'm like, nah, I just formed that way. All right, cool. That I can't explain it. That there's no way, and it's huge, and it just makes you wonder, like, man, what was way back when? Did giants really exist? Like, I mean, is something trying to be hidden from us? They even say in that video on that Unveiled YouTube channel for the one I was telling you about, somewhere in the video it says that the original like theory that was posted out, where they showed kind of like what they're showing, but they were showing like side-by-side comparisons of what trees in these mountains and everything, and for whatever reason the video's taken down. You can't even find them anymore, or the user that created it. That's strange. So obviously when I'm doing this, I got to be like, well, this is imaginational purposes and stuff, but I mean, what if it is? So very different, very, very, very unique themes are out there. So I really say, like, keep your imagination open. Think about, there could be more out there in life that we get that we take granted. And I don't know, man. I'm driving down I'm driving east onto 40, and everything I've seen, when I'm looking at these mountains and stuff, I'm not gonna lie, there are places that make a lot of sense. Like, that could be true. And the way the terrain forms around these areas, it could vary. Like right now, I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna see if maybe we can see it. I'm going right now, even as we speak. There's a mountain in the back that runs up, and I don't know, I might be able to zoom. No, I can't zoom in, but there's a mountain right back over here. And let me turn this a little bit. Maybe you can see it when I were going. So it opens up. But all this hilly terrain, see that mountain back there? It's doing the same thing. It's just forming up. It's one little, like, a peak that's been, like, it's pointy and it's objective and it's off track and everything. It's going to open up more. I'll show you as soon as I get around this, and if I quit hitting all these dang bumps. But see it out there? It's insane. Oh, big bump. But it's really insane. So I really say, like, that's crazy. Really open your eyes and think about, the possibilities. Ooh, almost hit a bunch of bumps. But think about the possibilities of all this. Really think about it. And I don't know, let me know in the comments what you think. But I mean, a very beautiful country, though. Here, we got some more coming up before I wrap up the video. There's going to be a car passing by me, and it's going to be kind of different to get a view of it. I hope you can see it. But you see how it's like there was the mountain terrain, and we're going. Eventually we'll pass it up, and I'll show you. Let me make sure it's still locked in. Ooh, bumpy. Ooh, bumpy. So, yeah, and here it is. It's coming up. And it's just like it's like the remnants. Like, it's, how do these peaks form like that? Almost like it's deteriorated around the center hollow core. It'll open up here. I'm about to go down a hill and it'll open up and you can see it a lot better. But yeah, if you can see it, like, it's just, I can't even explain it. Almost like it's just kind of been like shredded or, torn and deteriorated, but there's no rocks around it. So I don't know. It's weird. Ooh, it's weird though. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. I really appreciate everybody's time and tuning in. I don't know. Maybe if I get some more videos and stuff about it, I'll post it. Really, what I like to do is start kind of digging into a little bit of everything, not just supernatural, but just theories and stuff like that. But yeah, all right. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I'll see you next time.